There. Welcome to Partnerships for Profit, the podcast where we bring you inside the world of joint ventures, strategic partnerships, and powerful collaborations. Whether you're looking to expand your network, find new referral partners, or scale your business, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Rashida
Money-making Forbes.
Money-making Forbes. I love it.
You know, I got to make that name.
Yeah. Do you have it under spaghetti on the wall? Okay. You can change the outro.
Spaghetti on the wall. Huh? Armando, I'm ready.
I got a pumpkin spice latte.
You're lucky. I've been looking for Arnold partners all day.
Oh, you started it? Has it begun? Did it play the intro? I can't tell if we're live. Oh, we are live. What is that? What's going on right now?
We got it together. That's okay.
We are live then.
Yeah.
We're live right now. All right, fantastic. Guys, we're going to do it live. Welcome to the Spaghetti on the Wall and partner and Managing Partners podcast, the duo show that we're doing right here live in Law-Di-Gras in San Diego. Rashida Forbes here with her company. And it's so funny. I was just walking by and I was like, you guys should come and talk on my podcast. And she was like, I think we were already on your podcast. And I was like, that means my team is doing a good job.
They're doing amazing.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I'm going to shout them out once I see them. Yeah. So talk to me about your business.
Yeah.
I don't want to butcher what it is that you do. You can just kind of give me a 2-minute backstory on how you got where you got.
Yeah. So I am a paralegal with over 20 years experience. And I know I look very young. So
You do.
We'll leave that for later. But yeah, I've worked in law firms and I just saw that there was a change that was needed. You know, the culture of the law firms kind of remain stagnant. They don't really want to grow. So there was a call to kind of start going freelance. And with that, there weren't that many people that were freelance. So it was kind of like reinventing this whole new area of paralegals. And since then, I decided to create a business, work with other paralegals who want to work freelance, but still collectively with law firms. And we've been building a great team of women, you know, that want to change the freelance paralegal world. So we offer paralegal services as you would an in-house paralegal. We help attorneys, you know, get their feet off the ground if they have just decided to go on their own and need a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Or don't have the revenue to maybe have a permanent in-house paralegal. You call us. And
So
we'll sit there and
fractional
help.
paralegal services.
That's right. You
I
know?
love how everything is like moving into this fractional space.
Yes.
Right, which
Yep.
is cool. Fractional CFOs, fractional CMOs, now fractional paralegals, which is good. How are you finding your people?
Through word of mouth. Just how you pulled me over, you
Just
know?
like that.
Just
Like,
like
are you a
that.
paralegal
know?
now for me? Is that what you do? You're like, hey, congratulations,
call.
you have been promoted. You've seen that video of that lady? Well, she's like, congratulations, you've been promoted.
No.
You're
I'm too busy working.
I know.
Sorry.
I watch too much internet. I'm too much on the social media these days.
Social media helps, especially for freelancers.
It definitely helps.
It does help. So
So word of mouth is how you find your peeps. How are you? And you know, we talk about marketing a lot and branding.
Yeah.
How are you marketing and getting out there to the law firms so that they know what you do?
honestly, by being myself, I'm discussing all the things that paralegals face and all the things that we're trying to fix. And I think that's just kind of making a buzz within the legal field, because it's one of those like cliche things that people don't want to talk about, right? The law is not something that you want to change that much. You got to fight for the change. So when I just kind of talk about the issues that we're facing and why there's a group of people that are moving into this direction, I think it's just bringing more attention to it. Like,
Sure.
What is a freelance paralegal? How does this help me? And that's really just my marketing style. I just talk about what we do, how it affects people, that there's options for them,
Yeah.
especially if they have just started out or they don't want to go into big law. Because a lot of attorneys don't want to go into this big law setting anymore. They're removing themselves and kind of wanting to just, work privately by themselves, but they still need help.
Yeah.
So how do
I
you
love
find
it.
that? So we just talk, we just get out there and talk about what we're doing. We show a presence. We let people know who we are. And I think that's been making a big buzz.
How do you guys find, like, when attorneys are trying to find a good paralegal, what are some of the mistakes that they're making?
They are normally so far behind in their work that they just throw work at the paralegal without actually having that conversation with them and telling them honestly, a lot of my stuff is backed up. A lot of things are just out of control now. So I don't even know where to begin. So by the time the paralegal gets it, they're like, what is going on? This is way too much for me to handle. And then it appears that they're not a good paralegal, but it's just the attorney didn't give them enough backstory or a good start, or really take the time to say, listen, this is really what's going on with my cases. Are you able to do this? If not, cool. I think they're just so quick to want to just give it to somebody else and not even pay attention to it.
Yeah.
That it just throws everybody off. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, I know. And look, as a CEO, I get it, right? Because you're moving like 120 miles an hour, and sometimes you just give things to people without too much context. I mean, I got a text message from Anna just now, as a matter of fact, and she was just like, you put me on this meeting. I don't even know who this person is.
I need some context.
But here's what happened, right? And they figured it out. So I was like, good job, Anna. Sorry about that.
Exactly.
But
that's because you have a great team.
Yeah.
And that's really what makes the difference. I have a great team.
It really does. I have been able to train the staff in knowing that I am who I am, right?
But you took the time to do that.
And I did. Yeah. I'm like, look, I'm a visionary. I'm going to have 1,000 ideas. Sometimes I'm going to give you a task that's about a quarter of the information.
Yep.
And you're going to have to fill out
Fill in the
75.
gaps.
You're going to have to fill in the gap sometimes,
Pick it up and run with it, please.
But that's the thing, right? It's like, but if you know that that's what you're getting into, then that's cool.
That's the thing. You have to know.
Yeah. I'll tell you something that really changed. I know we're off topic, but something that really changed my business was the 6 Types of Working Genius.
I've been hearing that a lot.
It's amazing. Pat Lencioni wrote the book.
Gotcha.
And so basically now when we hire, we're hiring according to the working genius. And I'll just give you the cliff notes. So WIDGET is the acronym.
Okay.
Wonder, invention, discernment, galvanizing, enablement, and tenacity. And so wonder are people that are like question things, love to ask questions. Invention are people that have ideas, like 30 a day.
Yep.
Right. Discernment are people that can go, that poke holes in the ideas, right? Thinking about editing and all of that. Galvanizers are like people that the hype man, right? This is a good idea. Let's everybody get on top.
Yeah.
And then enablement are people that are like, don't ask me to think, tell me what to do and I'll go do it. Right. And then tenacity are people that need to get the project across the finish line.
I love it.
And so what I found was when I'm expecting my enablement people to think and brainstorm, they stop. Like immediately they shut down. They're not going to do it. They're paralyzed. And so it's like, okay, so I know with those people, I have to feed them everything in order for them to move forward.
Correct.
Right. And so that's one of
amazing.
the, so personality wise and assessments are big for me.
You have to know your team. That's big on what I do as well with the paralegals. I have to know their strengths, their weaknesses, and then explain to them why things aren't given to them or why I've moved in a certain direction. And that's not the, specific project I want to give them. And they're all very much cognitive of, like you said, that I'm here to understand your strengths and to make sure you don't fail. So that's a good way of, kind of remembering even for myself where I'm putting them. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Tell me a story of somebody that you guys have helped.
Oh, you're gonna be here all day.
Just one. I know there's many.
One of the attorneys. Okay. Well, actually, let me bring it back. Let me go straight to a plaintiff that we've helped for a client. A lot of times we just take the time to give them the full background and understanding of what the process is, and I actually got such a sweet email from that client just thanking me for taking the time to explain what's going on with the case, to make them feel a little bit at ease, which I thought was phenomenal because I wasn't sure where they were with the actual attorney, So for me, it was nice to just get that feedback and understand that they just didn't know anything about what was going on, or they just didn't understand it enough to have a good grasp of what's going on, but I was able to give that to them. And that's something I just like live for, because legalese is a whole different language, right?
Oh yeah.
Attorneys understand it, clients don't understand it, but the paralegals right in the middle, and they kind of understand both. So we're like those translators.
Yeah.
So when it comes through for the client and they understand, you know, that's kind of amazing. And
Makes
you're just
sense.
having conversations with them and just explaining what's going on, and that's going to resonate with them. So I think for me, that's one of the biggest, you know, takeaways and happy stories where I'm helping people
Yeah.
as a paralegal to understand the law, not to give them advice, but to understand the process and to let them know this is where we're going. This is what we need from you. This is how we can work collectively, or
Yeah.
this is why we're doing it. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How do people work with you?
How do they work with me?
Mhm.
Meaning?
So what's your offer? Do they pay you monthly? Is it hourly per?
Yeah, we offer different packages, you know. So the thing with attorneys is they're very skeptical about anything new. So we have to give them options. So we work with either retainer packages where they can purchase a certain amount of hours for the month, or if they still kind of feeling us out and they're not sure yet, if they just want to do hourly based, then that's fine. So we'll just do a commitment to just do it for hours. We don't ever make anybody commit to us for, you know, a year or anything like a big corporation. We want people to work with us regardless. If it's just for one project, if it's for a long term, jump in and out. Perfect. So we don't ever want them to feel like they're, you know, in a chokehold. But for the most part, either hourly or retainer based and as needed. You don't have to be committed to us. If you want to just use us for a certain amount of time, cool. If you want to use us forever, we love it.
Sweet deal. Tell them the website.
Website is www.rflegalsupport.com, and we are also on Instagram under the same handles, and LinkedIn. You can find us under everything.
That's awesome. Rashida, I appreciate you so much for being here.
Appreciate you.
Y'all check her out in Atlanta. Keep watching, keep listening, and we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you.